Well, Stallion, what?
I have no idea.
I think that's how we describe us.
Wow.
Very cool.
I'm gonna put it again.
Okay.
These were the first one.
Welcome, Tundra Esports, to the Grand Finals Roundtable. What is a peak Tundra game? What game do you guys think expresses your playstyle the most?
I can say that to me, it's not about the heroes. Like for me, like the peak Tundra, in my words, would be controlled chaos. I think that's how we describe us.
Wow.
Very cool. Is it a close relationship between you guys?
I think it's very important to be close to one another, to be able to function as a team. And I think right now, like, I really enjoy spending time with all of the guys. I think it's also partly the reason why we are playing well as a team, I think.
It's your first TI skitter, first time you get to play in front of such a big crowd at a TI.
Correct.
Well, how does it feel?
I mean, it feels great. It's all I ever dreamed it to be. And, you know, I always wanted this to be a reality, so I'm just happy to live it.
You've had your experience at TI, particularly that second place with DC. In that tournament, you came in as the underdogs, right, into TI, or at least maybe not one of the favorites. Do you feel like that this tournament?
I would say so. Like, I feel like after the results in like Saudi and the Arlington Major, like we kind of had some pretty bad results, so people weren't like looking at us as like one of the contenders, which I think, like in hindsight, it was a very good thing to us. Even after we lost, we kind of said like, now it's good. Now we can go in as the underdogs, you know.
How do you guys feel about snaking as a captain?
He's always trying his hardest, and I think he's been doing a really great job. Like, he's always managed to stay positive, even through kind of our rough times.
And I feel like he's done a great job. I feel like sometimes as a captain, people fall into these traps where they kind of like, they had like maybe a bit too much in the ego and they believe in their ideas too much and they don't try to empower the teammates. But I feel like Sneh has done a good job of balancing this out, like empowering the teammates' ideas and also like believing in his and trying to make them work. So I feel like he's exceeded my expectations for sure.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think he's very great at enabling players and their ideas.
We don't need like a strong leader in terms of someone that makes all the decisions. I'm really happy that we kind of have a captain in him, but he still listens to everyone. We still make decisions together and everything.
But you guys seem to all have your own ideas of Dota, and you get to put them in your gameplay, right?
Yeah, everyone has like, especially when it comes to the different lanes, I'm happy that everyone gets to play the lane they want to, how they want to, you know. I know that whatever I want to play on mid lane, Sneh is gonna support me.
I'm curious about that. When you first described your idea of the mid lane to them, how was the conversation?
I think it started with Winter Wyvern.
The Wyvern. Ah.
And I was just playing the hero in a pub, and I got pushed into playing it in scrims, basically. It's not like I was saying from the beginning that, oh, I want to play this hero, it's so broken in pubs. I started being more open to the idea of playing different heroes, and every time like I started winning with things, people saw it and supported me and pushed me as well. I think everyone is very open to trying new things in this team.
How are the feelings towards finals?
I try not to think too much about it, because I think the more you think about it, the more you'll overthink things, and you should just treat it as another game you're playing. It's not a big deal. Obviously, there's going to be a big crowd. You just have to mentally prepare yourself for that in advance, so then you're not overwhelmed by it by the time that the crowd is there.
I'm excited, honestly, which is a very good thing because I'm rarely excited.
I was very much like emotionally neutral, so I just want to go in these games, like play my game and just have fun and like show some good Dota to the viewers. So.
How does it feel to play in front of a big crowd at TI? Is it different than when you play like in the majors or anything like that?
For now, it has been easier than all the other crowds I've played in front of. I really feel like all the things come together this TI. Like so many moments, so many losses in the past year that taught me specific things. I use them now to win.
I'm just excited that I've been playing this game for like 15 years now, or Dota 1 and Dota 2 combined, and I finally get the opportunity to play on this arena and get the grand finals. It's been a dream of mine for many years, and I'm just happy and grateful that I was able to accomplish it. Like, yes, this is kind of going to be the biggest game of my life, but I think something we've been working about with our psychologists to kind of try and lower the stress is that all our hard work has already been done.
Like now, all we have to do is just go and play. So what I would like to do is just try not to think about it too much, pretend this is just a regular game and just go and play.
It was always my goal to come to TI and to win it. And since I've made it to the finals, I'm very happy for myself and for my teammates that I managed to do it. And now, you know, it's the final step. I'm ready to take it.
It's been like very long and very stressful road even in some ways, and you even have this feeling of being burnt out a bit. But now it's finally here. I'm just super happy, and it's like the only thing left to do is just play. So.
Welcome, Team Secret, to the Roundtable. Are you guys ready for the grand final?
I'm ready.
Nish was the first one that answered. It's good, you know. Like, why everybody looking at me for?
Let's get started with the actual questions. A lot of teams, they talk about how losing makes them stronger because they get to learn about their weaknesses, you know, when a team figures them out. Are you guys worried that they're going to just figure you out at the right moment and then it'll be too late to learn from it?
Yeah, Nish.
Yes.
I'm worried. I'm actually worried. I mean, in Secret, if you lose with one hero, you're not picking it again. That's the law. So it might be rough.
Come on.
Might be.
Don't ruin the hero.
Removed from the pool.
Do you feel like the underdog to a degree?
We are underdogs.
Okay.
There's no question about it.
Okay. Let's talk about the addition of Rezo to the team. You guys have been playing together as a duo for a while, haven't you?
Since the VP times, yeah. We were together in VP, we were together in Hellraisers, now here.
Raise some hell.
Is it true that you guys were like marketing yourself as a duo when you guys were both looking for a team? Like you were looking to lane together?
Yeah, I literally made that tweet that the best duo offlane was looking for a team.
And it worked?
Not a single request was from that tweet. Nobody reached out. They're like, yeah, whatever. Who are these guys? I mean, I think it's both the view on the game that we're sharing and outside of the game. Like we share a lot of life understanding, you know, some certain things, and it's like very easy to talk to. So it just kind of like was a very obvious way for us to go from that point on.
Is it true that you guys speak Russian to each other in the lane during the game?
Yes, it is true.
So half the team speaks English to each other and the other half speaks Russian?
Yeah, it's just the laning. Yeah.
Oh, just the laning.
But like sometimes we're switching lanes, so I'm laning with a Clement and it like kind of break the rules, you know?
And I'm playing with Remco and speaking English also.
Yeah.
So.
When you do things, you do what's comfortable, right? It doesn't bother us that they're speaking Russian. To be fair, it's even like a benefit because we can zone out of it.
Yeah.
Not me, I actually hear it. But like for Remco's sake and stuff like that, like he doesn't even like hear anything what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, he also has problems.
well.
He also understands what's going on, kind of.
He's not hearing anybody.
So to be
He's
fair,
like there.
only Remco doesn't understand what's going on. We're all here, and we kind of get it. You know?
Let's talk about Chrysalis as well, Remco. Yeah?
Remco, yeah.
Yeah. You guys have both previously stated how he's a wild stallion and you had to break him a little bit in the beginning.
Wild stallion, what?
I think
I had no idea.
Okay, not that kind of wild stallion. He's his own person, puppy. You talked about that.
okay, wow.
Yes. Sorry, maybe I went a little bit too poetic.
At Riyadh or?
Yeah, it was a Riyadh.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, how's the relationship evolved going towards TI?
No, I mean it's still the same. I don't think much has changed at all. It's just still a bit of goofing. We clicked. It just kind of works. Yeah. I'm usually a bit more of a clown, I guess, at times. Well, you know, whatever.
I mean, I could tell you a billion Remco stories. I can tell you a billion Remco stories.
What does it mean to you to be able to play in the grand finals?
I get a chance to fulfill my dreams and my goals. To me, TI is always like a celebration. Like I just completely enjoy all my days here, like including the finals or not. You know, I'm just happy to be playing the high level of Dota.
Puppy, you've been to 3 TI grand finals. What advice would you give your fellow teammates?
My advice has always been there every day, and it doesn't matter if you're playing first match of TI or last match of TI. It's the same thing, you know?
Just play the game of Dota that you're playing for how many, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever. But just play the game and do your best and be in the moment, be in the present moment. Just give it your best.
Are you excited to play in front of a crowd? Does it add to the experience to you?
When they start chanting like some names of the team, usually the enemy team, it's fun. It gets better, you know?
The enemy teams. Please, crowd cheer for
It gives me
Nisha.
energy, you know? To, you know, prove them wrong, kind of.
Okay.
But it's fun, I guess, yeah.
crowds are awesome. And especially if they do some awesome things in there, like, I don't know, remember like that Enigma doing the black hole that was happening in Benaroya Hall back in, I don't know, second TI, I think. The crowd brings a lot of good energy.
You always feel it, like, you know, even if you're completely zoned in the game, you still feel the, I don't know, sounds, even like vibrations on the ground and stuff. You know, all of the people are watching, and not only on stream, like, you know, thousands on stream, but here, literally here. And it's a very different experience.
I like to enjoy crowd because I like to scream at enemies when I'm killing them. Because after the scream, I can calm down. It's much easier. That's why I like crowd, because they're screaming. I'm like, oh, hello, and we go next.
Thank you, Team Seeker, for talking to me. Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, it was a pleasure. Let's go.
That's the way to go.